Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys doing well today. Welcome to the show. Apologies, a little bit late for this one, guys. Had a real, quite a headache trying to find it, but I've managed to find it now. So here with you, picking it up on 17 minutes gone. So my apologies, guys, but as I say, this was not on a regular channel, but I've managed to find it. So it's still nil-nil at the moment. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. As I say, my apologies. It's been really difficult trying to find this game, but I managed to do it. I don't like jumping on late for games, but obviously with this one proving difficult to find, I've jumped on for you guys as we are just coming up to 18 minutes gone. Hibs with the possession on this near side of the field. They've just won a throw in. So ball back in play. Hibs now playing it into the middle. I'm not sure how you pronounce this team that they're playing. Malisheva. I have no idea how you pronounce it. But Hibs have the ball at the moment. Ball worked out wide on this near side. There's a challenge there, but Hibs just managing to retain it. Hibs forced back towards the edge of their own box as they now chip the ball forward on this near side of the field. Malisheva challenging for it. They managed to come away with it here as the opposition team. And wow, there's a coming together there on the edge of the box. No foul given by the referee. And now Hibs on the attack, coming forward on this near side as Malisheva challenge. And now the referee gives the foul. And that's going to be a free kick on this near side. But yeah, my apologies, guys. I don't know how you pronounce this team that Hibs are playing. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. So if I don't pronounce it correctly, you'll have to just bear with me, guys. But irrelevant. We're here to see, hopefully, Hibs get a positive result in this one. So I've got a foul on this near side of the field. We're just seeing a replay of that challenge there. We're not a lot in it. But yeah, what a nightmare it's been trying to find this game. And it's not on a regular TV channel. But managed to find it in the end. I have searched through so many channels trying to find it. But in the end, managed to find it. Just slightly late, unfortunately. But as I say, still 0-0. We're just back underway. Ball worked across the field out to that far side. Hibs just cutting it back, played back to the edge of the centre circle. Now it's worked out to this near side as Malisheva have won it back here. Malisheva on the attack as they play the ball into the middle. Hibs backing off here as Malisheva play out towards that far side, coming towards the edge of the box. Ball played towards the byline. It's crossed in, knocked towards goal. And Malisheva have scored. Hibs' defence there just not quick enough to respond. And Hibs find themselves 1-0 down, 21 minutes gone. Malisheva, I think it's pronounced, so I'm just hearing. Malisheva with the goal on 21 minutes gone. And Hibs were playing pretty well in the first 7 or 8 minutes that I've seen of this game. But they now find themselves a goal down. So work for Hibs to do. Stevie is with us. Stevie saying, hi, Gaz and Fan Dennis. How's it going, Stevie? Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for making yourself available. Always appreciated. Yeah, so Malisheva just coming down that far side. He raced towards the edge of the box. He managed to cross the ball in under pressure. And then the Hibs defenders just didn't react quick enough. Malisheva just tap it into the back of the net to take the lead. So work for Hibs to do. Ball not long down the field now from the restart as it's knocked back in the direction it came from by Malisheva. And there's a foul there as the referee blows for the foul, and that's going to be a free kick to Malisheva inside their own half. Keep the faith, guys. Still a long way to go in this game. Now Malisheva with the ball worked out wide on that far side. As they come forward again here, Hibs coming to press the ball. Malisheva just managing to retain it as they cut it back, playing it all the way back to the edge of the centre circle. Now it's worked out wide again on that far side. Ball played forward as it's knocked in behind there, and that just rolls through to the Hibbies goalkeeper. So Hibs now to play out from the back as they come forward down the middle. Hibs just knocking it towards the edge of the centre circle as they now work it out wide on that far side. Ball played forward, trying to get in behind the Malisheva defence. Ball crossed into the box there, but that's not a good delivery as that just rolls straight out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Malisheva. Well, there is a few Hibs fans in the away end, if you can call it that, because there's a lot of empty seats in this stadium. But there is a few Hibs fans that have travelled out there. Ball now with Hibs as they play it forward. It's won back by Malisheva. Malisheva now on the attack on this near side, coming forward. Hibs coming to press the ball. Malisheva managing to retain it as they work the ball right across the field out to that far side, and that just gets away from them as it goes out of play for a throw into Hibs. So Hibs with the throw in just inside the Malisheva half. Ball back in play. Now it's played forward as Hibs now managing to retain it under pressure. Just forced to cut it back slightly there as they eventually do play it back into their own half, back to the centre backs. Ball worked out wide on this near side as now Hibs trying to come forward. Oh, they've lost it there as now Malisheva coming away with it. Malisheva playing it into the middle. Oh, it's quickly challenged there by Hibs. And that's eventually rolled out of play on the far side for a Hibs throw-in. Now the ball back in play. Hibs on the edge of the centre circle. It's worked out towards that far side. Just managing to keep the possession there as Hibs chipping it forward, but it's won back by Malisheva. Malisheva now trying to get on the attack themselves, but Hibs quickly pressing the ball, and that sort of forces Malisheva to play it back to the edge of their own box. So ball just being knocked about there on the edge of the box. Ball is played out wide on that far side again as they knock it forward, and that's just gone out of play for a throw into Hibs, pretty much bang on the halfway line. So Hibs with the ball back in play. Played towards the edge of the centre circle. Now, ball played long down the field, trying to get in behind us. They managed to keep it in play. It's cut back. Ball whipped into the box here as Malisheva headed away. But Hibs pick it up on the edge of the box to get the shot off. But it's gone wide of the near side post. And that will be a goal kick to Malisheva. But that's better from Hibs. Put some pressure on. I think it actually took a deflection there, but the referee's clearly not seen it. So it's going to be a goal kick to Malisheva. Ball played long down the field out to that far side, and that's just gone out of play for a throw in. So throwing on the far side for Hibs. Ball back in play. Now Hibs on that far side trying to work it forward as Malisheva challenged for it. Malisheva managed to come away with it here as they knock it out over the top, trying to get him behind the Hibs defence, but Hibs just managing to get back there and play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now knocks the ball down the field. Eventually it's chipped out towards this near side. Ball played forward there as Malisheva knocking it back in the direction it came from. It comes out towards this near side of the field. As both sets of players trying to win it there, it's Hibs that come away with it. And now Hibs working the ball out to that far side, quickly racing forward. Ball played up towards the edge of the box. He's crossed in, and the goalkeeper just manages to pluck the ball out the air there as the referee blows the whistle as one of the Malisheva players has ended up colliding with the post on this near side. Well, yeah, Hibs just starting to build a little bit of momentum getting forward. If you are just joining us, guys, don't forget, please do hit that like button. If you do appreciate us covering this game, it's been an absolute nightmare finding this game. That is why I was a little bit late on. It's not on a regular football channel, unfortunately, which made it an absolute pain in the backside to find it. But I did manage to find it in the end. As come home specially to cover this game for you guys. But I didn't realise it was going to be such a headache to find the game. But yeah, managed to find it in the end. So here I am covering the game for you guys to keep you guys Hibs fans up to date. So please do hit that like button if you could, guys, because it does help me out with the algorithm and also lets me know the clubs that you guys appreciate me covering. That is why I'm covering this game today, because I've seen good appreciation from you guys Hibs fans in the past. We're back underway. Malisheva now knocking the ball down the field. It's won back by Hibs. Hibs playing it in towards the edge of the centre circle. And they've got another coming together there. So referee blows for the foul, and that's going to be a free kick inside the centre circle. Max is with us. How you doing, Max? Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to the show. And as always a pleasure to see you, mate. Hope you and your family are well. Max is saying, hi, guys. Bless up. Are these Scottish games? This is a UEFA Conference League qualifier, mate. First leg. But welcome to the show, Max. Hope you're well, mate, and a pleasure to have you with us. Ball whipped in there for Hibs. Yeah, it's being played out in Kosovo, this game, I believe. So I think it's Kosovo. So yeah, it's a Scottish club involved. Hibs playing Malisheva of Kosovo for the second round qualifier, first leg in the Europa Conference League. Ball now played out wide on that far side as Malisheva now play it forward. It's intercepted there by Malisheva inside the centre circle as Hibs try and challenge. Malisheva managing to come away with it. Ball worked out wide on this near side. So it's played towards the edge of the box here. Ball challenged there by Hibs, but Malisheva managing to retain it. Ball worked out to that far side, just on the edge of the box here as they take it to the byline, trying to cross it in. They managed to do so. Hibs knock it away. And now Hibs trying to get on the counter-attack as they knock the ball down the field. It's won back by Malisheva on the halfway line. Now played forward for Malisheva on the edge of the centre circle. As they just cut it back there and play it back to their centre-backs inside their own half. Max at Football saying, I'm here getting dinner ready for my kids, but passing and listening. Well, thank you for dropping in, mate. Appreciated. Always good to see you, mate, and always appreciate your support. Yeah, it's just a very unusual kickoff time, this one, but like I say, I think it's because it's being played in, I'm sure it's Kosovo, this team they're from. I did look it all up last night, but I've been so busy, I've forgotten. I'm sure it's Kosovo. Ball now with Hibs, played right across the field out to this near side. Now it's played forward as Hibs managing to chip the ball up towards the edge of the box, but it's deflected out of play on this near side by Malisheva, and that's going to be a Hibs throw-in. Excuse me, guys. Bit of a frog in the throat there. Ball now worked across the field out to that far side. It's played forward as Hibs on the edge of the box there. It's crossed in. Malisheva managing to retain it there as they managed to intercept it. Now ball played forward. Hibs nipping at the heels, trying to challenge, and the referee's given a foul on that far side. Free kick to Malisheva. Max saying, yes, we're good. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. And Max also saying we're good. Correcting it there. And saying, okay, UEFA. Yeah, UEFA game in the Conference League. Ball now on that far side for Malisheva. It's played into the middle. Now worked across the field out to this near side as it's played forward. It's won back by Hibs. Hibs heading it on as they knock it into the Malisheva half. Malisheva just managing to regain the possession. Played towards the edge of the centre circle. Now it's worked out towards that far side as Malisheva now coming forward. Hibs coming across to press the ball. As Malisheva managing to retain it under pressure. Hibs not giving it up there as the ball played into the middle. Malisheva eventually do manage to find some space as they cut it back slightly and play it out towards this near side. Ball played back to their centre backs. And eventually it's played all the way back to the goalkeeper. If you are just joining us, guys, and you like us covering your team or this game, the best way to let me know is hitting that like button. I've come home special to cover this game for you guys today. And it's been an absolute nightmare trying to find it, as it is not on a regular football channel. But I did manage to find it, so covering it for you guys that are Hibs fans in case you can't find it, to hopefully keep you guys informed of what is going on. So please do hit that like button, guys. Thank you very much to you guys that have been kind of positive enough to do so. Now Malisheva on the attack as they come in from that far side and working the ball in towards the edge of the box there as they get the shot off, and it's gone wide, and that will be a goal kick to Hibs and relief. So, yep, if you are just joining us, guys, we are on 34 minutes gone, and it's Malisheva 1, Hibs 0. Still a long way to go in this tie, though. Ball now on this near side for Malisheva as they cut it back there. It's played back towards the halfway line. Now it's worked out to that far side, just cutting it back there as Hibs managing to retain it. Malisheva managing to retain it as Hibs try and challenge. Getting a bit tongue-tied there, guys. My apologies. Malisheva now trying to get on the attack, but Hibs with a clumsy challenge there, just coming in from behind, and the referee's given the foul. So free kick to Malisheva just inside the Hibs half of the field on the edge of the centre circle. Max saying thanks, top man. Thank you, Max, and thank you for being with us. Yep, you guys want to check out my mate, Max. He's a fantastic YouTuber, a good friend as well, and he does some fantastic content on his channel. Go and check that out if you get a moment. Ball now with Malisheva on this near side. It's cut back there as it's eventually chipped forward. There's players, both players had that, but it's eventually knocked out to this near side and played forward, and now the referee stops the play for the linesman putting the flag up. Rick is with us. Rick saying, afternoon, guys. Hope you're good. Yeah, doing good. Thank you, Rick. Hope you're well yourself, mate. Good afternoon to you as well. And as always, a pleasure to have you with us, mate. So ball thrown forward on this near side, and that's just knocked out of play for a throw-in. So, yep, hope you're well, Rick. As always, a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Unusual kickoff time, this one, I know. But that's what you get sometimes with some of these UEFA games, obviously being played all over the place. And I believe, as I say, I'm sure this guy, I did look it up last night, but I looked up some other clubs as well because there's some more UK clubs playing later on. So I'm not sure if I'm getting confused. I could do with my phone, actually, to look up. I'm sure it's Kosovo, it said this is being played, but I might be wrong. I've not got my phone. I've not got my phone handy to check it. Ball's out of play on this near side for a Hibs throw-in. Hibs now with the ball back in play, just on the edge of the Malisheva box as Malisheva challenged for it, and the ball just goes. Well, it's given the referee's pulled it back there. He's going to give it as a foul. So free kick to Hibs right on the edge of the Malisheva box on this near side. It's about 5 yards from the byline. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to quickly check where this game is being played. I did look it up last night, like I say, but I might be getting confused because Motherwell are playing later on as well in this competition, and also Derek in Northern Irish Club are playing later on as well, and Colorino, our Northern Irish Club, also playing in this competition later on. So Hibs have got a free kick on the edge of the box on this near side. Ball now whipped in, but it's blocked off there by the two-man wall. Hibs winning it back outside the box. It's cut back slightly. Now played back out towards this near side. Ball whipped into the box here. It's deep, headed up into the air. Hibs trying to win it there inside the box. It's knocked outside the box by Malisheva as Hibs win it back. Now Hibs playing it out wide on that far side. And Malisheva with a clumsy challenge there as the referee blows for the foul. So just bear with me, guys, and just checking. This is being played. Country known as Malisheva is a provincial football club based in Yes, Kosovo. I was right. Yep. So it is Kosovo. This team are based that Hibs are playing. I'm just checking it, guys, because I wasn't 100% sure. So yep, that is why it's an early kickoff ball game being played out in Kosovo. Ball whipped in here for Hibs from the free kick. It's headed on, and that's comfortably intercepted there by the Malisheva goalkeeper. Keith is with us. Keith saying, hello, all you wonderful lot. How you doing, Keith? Hope you're well, mate. And as always, a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic day and loving the positive vibes, Keith. Always a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you're well. Welcome to the show. Ball now with Malisheva. They play out from the back. It's worked out towards this near side. Now trying to come forward. Hibs coming to press the ball. Malisheva knock it forward. It's headed back in the direction it came from by Hibs. But Malisheva win it back there as they knock it back in the direction it came from. And it's eventually gone all the way back to the goalkeeper there. So Hibs with some defending to do on this near side as the goalkeeper was forced to knock it out of play. And that's gone out for a throw-in. So Malisheva on this near side of the field. Rick is saying, afternoon, Stevie, hope you're well. Hope you're good. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Top man. Always appreciate acknowledging Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. You are an absolute star, mate. Loving the positive vibes. Keith is awesome. Thank you, Keith. You guys absolutely class as always with the positive vibes. And Stevie saying, hi, Rick. Yep, all good. Thanks. What about you? Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. So ball out of play further up the field here. It's going to be a throw into Hibs, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Ball thrown forward. Malisheva head it back in the direction it came from. And there's another foul there as the referee blows the whistle. And that's going to be a free kick to Hibs on this near side. It's about 20 yards inside the Malisheva half of the field. Rick saying, all good here. Thanks, Stevie. Good to hear, Rick. Good to hear, mate. And Stevie saying, awesome. Great to hear. Absolutely. Well said, Stevie. So we're back underway. Now, Hibs with the possession on this near side. It's just cut back there as Malisheva come to press the ball. Hibs managing to retain it. It's played back into the edge of the centre circle. Now the ball worked out towards that far side. It's played forward. Hibs just managing to retain it. It's cut back there under pressure. So they eventually play it back into the centre circle. Now played out wide on this near side as Malisheva now with the possession. Just managing to retain it there. It's cut back, played into the middle again as they try and work it forward here, but under pressure as Malisheva try and challenge. Hibs managing to retain it as it's worked out to this near side, but Malisheva challenge again. As this time they managed to come away with it. Now Malisheva chipping the ball down the field, but that's just one straight back by Hibs on the halfway line. Now Hibs playing it forward. It's worked down this near side of the field. Malisheva challenge, and that's gone out for a throw-in on this near side to Hibs deep inside the Malisheva half of the field. So ball now played into the centre circle. It's worked out towards that far side, chipped in behind here as Hibs trying to cross it in, and that's blocked up by Malisheva. It's gone behind for a corner to Hibs on the far side. We Maxi Football saying, as you enter, please hit the like button. Absolutely, guys, please do hit that like button. Costs nothing to be positive, and it doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button, and it would be appreciated, guys, because I'm making a very special effort to cover this game for you guys today. So please do hit that thumbs up. And thank you if you have already. Appreciated your support, never taken for granted here on Fanden. And thank you very much, Max. You are an absolute gentleman. Thank you, mate. Ball now with Hibs from the corner. It's knocked away as the ball knocked down the field. But Hibs have won it back here as Hibs now coming down the middle. Eventually, it's knocked out towards that far side. Malishevic's challenge as Milishevic now trying to get on the attack themselves, but Hibs with a challenge there. And Milishevic making the most of it, making all sorts of drama about it. It is a foul. It is a foul, but the Milishevic player there just making a big drama about it, doing about 20 rollovers. All he got it was just a brush of the leg. But yeah, he's making it out like he's had his leg broken. Honest, some of these players these days are an absolute drama queens, aren't they? So Milishevic with a free kick midway inside their own half of the field. Bang in the ball worked out to this near side. As now Hibs come to managing to retain it. It's chipped forward on this near side as Hibs knock it up into the air. It's headed on. Now Milishevic winning it back as they try to get on the attack on this near side. Hibs challenge. It's knocked forward as Milishevic played towards the byline. It's crossed in there, knocked away by Hibs. As the ball bounces outside the box, and now there's another coming together as the referee gives the foul. That's going to be a free kick to Milishevic. I don't think there was an awful lot in it, to be fair, guys. But these Milishevic players are making a drama of every bit of contact. But yep, thank you, Max. As I say, mate, you are a star. Thank you very much. And thank you to all you guys that have hit that like button early on. Appreciated. Rick is saying, afternoon, Max. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Top man. Loving the positive vibes, mate. And Stevie is saying, hi, Max and Keith. Welcome. Awesome. You guys, absolutely class, as always, with a positive vibe. So, Milishevic now with this cross into the box. It's headed on by Hibs, and that's gone behind, and that's going to be a Milishevic corner on this near side of the field. So, yeah, thank you, Stevie, top man. So, corner for Milishevic. We've got 1 minute added on time at the end of this first half. And ball played short from the corner. It's won back by Hibs. And now Hibs sprinting forward, trying to get on the counter-attack, coming right down the middle. Ball worked up towards the edge of the box. Hibs bursting in. They get the shot off, but it's comfortably intercepted there by the Milishevic goalkeeper. And that relieves the pressure momentarily. As that will be the final kick of the first half as the referee blows for the halftime whistle. And at halftime, it has finished. Malishevich 1, Hibs 0. And Malisheva, I believe it's pronounced Malisheva, but I'll be calling him Malishevich. Well, Malishevich, however it's pronounced, you guys get the gist. We're here to get behind the Hibs, and hopefully they can get a goal back in the second half. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to have a see if we can find some match stats for this one. I'm not sure if we can. Because as I'm sure you guys know, the mainstream media don't give these early qualifying rounds the respect they deserve. So just bear with me a second, guys, seeing if I can find some stats here for you guys. But yeah, keep your heads up high, guys, if you're Hibs fans. Yeah, not great conceding that goal, but Hibs have had a few opportunities going forward themselves, and still very much in this game. Just that little bit of lack of concentration at the back when Kosovo played the ball down that far side, whipped it into the box to open the scoring and get themselves with that 1-0 lead. So hopefully Hibs can get some motivation off the manager during the halftime break. So I managed to find some stats, guys. I'm not sure. Obviously, like I say, it's very difficult with these early Europa League and UEFA qualifying rounds. The mainstream media don't give it the attention they deserve, as I just said. So the stats can be harder to find. But I managed to find some. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button. And a massive thank you to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to do so. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm just going to share some stats on the screen. Unfortunately, minimal stats, guys, but at least I managed to find some. So here's how the first half has gone in numbers. Total attempts on goal, 3 for Malisheva, 4 for Hibs. Corners taken, 2 for Malisheva, 1 for Hibs. Offsides, 2 for Malisheva, 1 for Hibs. Yellow cards, 0, and no red cards. That's about all I can find. I'll have a look if there's any deeper stats, guys. But as I say, these early rounds are an absolute nightmare to bloody out. I couldn't even find the game at first, guys. That was why I was a little bit late on. I couldn't schedule this any earlier because I didn't even know if I could get it. So yeah, but managed to get it in the end. So like I say, jumped on quickly to cover the game for you guys. I don't think we're going to get any extra stats, guys. I think that might be the best we can do. Is it? Let me have a look. No. Yeah. We've got people, we got other platforms giving the verbal commentary. But no report, stat, scene, scores, lineup, head to head. Yep, no stats. So sorry, guys. Looks like we'll have to manage with just that for this one. But doing my best to keep you guys informed so that you don't have to worry about what's going on in the game, and that way you can keep up as best you can. Because this one has been an absolute nightmare. Why do you play a game like this that is important to both clubs and wouldn't put it on a major or a well-known TV channel is bizarre. Keith is saying, Max, no, it's not Scottish game. It's a Scottish team, Hibs versus a European team. Thank you, Keith. Nice one, mate. And Max saying, bless up, Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, Max. Top man. And Keith also saying, hi, Stevie. Afternoon, Stevie. Should say, thank you, Keith. You guys absolutely class, as always, with the positive vibes. Rick saying, might not be in the chat much, Gaz. Has got some jobs to do, but we'll be listening in to your commentary. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for being with us, mate. Always appreciate you guys supporting the channel, especially at this early stage. Still got a lot of work to do to get the channel further along, but you guys listening in, whether you get involved in the chat or just leaving it open and listening in the background, it all helps, as I say, at this early stage of building the channel. It doesn't feel like it's early because I've done a hell of a lot of work so far on the channel, but still a long way to go for us to establish ourselves as a bigger channel on YouTube. But we are working hard to achieve that for top class fans like you guys that are regular fan denners. So please do support the channel. If you're new, please do consider coming in, saying hello. We'd love to welcome you. But yep, thank you, Rick. You're an absolute star, mate. Thank you. Always appreciate the fantastic support you guys show that are regular fan denners. Never, ever do I take it for granted. So thank you, mate. Keith saying 54 watching, only 12 thumbs up. Come on, guys. And dolls, absolutely, guys. Please do hit the like button. I know some Hibs fans won't like this comparison, but I'm sure you are well aware. Hearts lost 4-0 the other night in their game in Europe, but yet we still got 44 likes on that game, even though they lost 4-0. So would like to at least get to near about that, guys, when Hibs are still very much in this game. So please do hit the like button, guys. And thank you very much if you have already. As I say, wouldn't like to think that we can get better support, as in my mind, both Hibs and Hearts are equally well-supported clubs. So please do show that with a like button, as it does help us out, guys. And plus, if I see good likes, it lets me know you guys appreciate my efforts, and that means I will push my, as I have today, to make more effort to cover your club as and when I can. So thank you, Keith. Thank you. Well pointed out, mate. Thank you. And Keith is saying 63 watching now, only 13 likes. Come on, press it. Not hard. Thank you, Keith. Absolutely. Thank you, mate. Yep. Tim is with us. Tim saying afternoon. Good afternoon, Tim. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to the show. Hope you and your family good. Hope you've had a good day. And welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. And Dog Dragon, I believe that says. MPG. Dog Dragon, how you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fanden and the Fanden community. First time I think I've seen you here on Fanden, so welcome to the show. Welcome to Fanden and the Fanden community. As I say, a pleasure to have you with us and a pleasure to welcome you to the Fanden project. And Dog Dragon saying, afternoon, mate. I'm supporting Hibs, bringing Paslak off, I say. Yep, mate, I'm supporting Hibs. As I've said many times, when we cover these European games, all UK clubs playing in Europe here on Fanden, I get behind every one of them. I am very much like that, guys. Different when it's a domestic game and they're playing in the domestic league. Obviously, then I'm more neutral. But when any UK clubs play in Europe, I always get right behind them and want them to do as best they can and go as far in the competition as they can. So, yep, we're all in it together here on Fandom for European games, mate. And let's hope Hibs. Let's hope Hibs can get themselves back into this in the second half. But as I say, Doug Dragon, a pleasure to have you with us, mate, and a pleasure to welcome you to Fanden. Tim is saying, hello, Stevie, Keith, and Dog Dragon, Rick, and Weemax. Awesome. Thank you, Tim. Awesome. I'm loving the positive vibes, mate. Top man. And Tim also saying, good afternoon, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys, absolutely class. Always appreciate you guys being that positive. As I say, love coming on the channel when you guys show that kind of respect and consideration to each other. Really encourages me to keep going with the channel, knowing that top class fans like you guys appreciate my efforts. So thank you, Tim. You are an absolute star, mate. Thank you. Right, guys, I'm going to just quickly go and grab a fresh drink before the second half starts. So please do hit the like button, guys. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Come in and say hello. That is why we have the chat on. That is why it's open. I leave it open so that you guys can feel involved here on Fanden in and around the game. Don't be put off by the 30-minute restriction on the chat. That is not there to keep you out. That is there to minimize the spam messages from businesses and what have you trying to promote themselves. That way we keep the chat here on Fanden exclusive for you guys that are true football fans, with the minimalist of interruptions from arseholes trying to promote themselves. Dog Dragon is saying, yes, first time here, and I like how you reply to everyone, and I will definitely come back to watch more of your videos. Well, thank you very much for your kind words, mate. Yep, that's what, as I say, that is why I make the effort to read out your comments, mate. I want you guys to feel part of what we do here. There's one thing I'm passionate about, guys. Fans. I think the football authorities and some clubs around the UK, around the world, to be honest, take the fans for granted. Here on Fanden, I don't. My motto here is football is the fans, because without your fantastic support to your clubs, guys, your club is nothing. No club is anything. The football associations are nothing. They should show more respect to you guys, because it's you guys that pump the money into your football clubs that makes your club in the position that it is, and also the money that you pump into the club that you support. Also, some of that money does find its way to the football authorities. So, as I say, here on Fandom, we believe very strongly that football is the fans, and without fans, football is nothing. But thank you, Dog Dragon. It's a pleasure to have you with us, mate, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to the Fandom project and the Fandom community. And thank you very much for your kind words, mate. Appreciate it. And Tim is saying, okay, Hibs to get two second half goals, 2-1 Hibs. Hopefully, mate. Let's see what happens. But yep, they've got work to do in this second half. Right, guys, before this second half gets underway, I'm going to quickly go and grab a drink. So I'll be back in a moment. But don't forget, please do hit that thumbs up and feel free to drop your comments. I will read out your comments as and where I can in the second half. Back in a sec, guys. Is going off. Mayer, Andrew Mayer coming on, the new signing for Hibs. Substitution made there right at the start of the second half. Don't forget, guys, please do hit the thumbs up. And thank you very much if you have already. We're just getting underway for the second half. As if you are just joining us, it is currently Malisheva 1, Hibs 0. So work for Hibs to do to try and get themselves a goal in this one to take back to Scotland and hopefully get the job done there in the second leg. Ball now on this near side with Malisheva. Apologies, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing their name correctly, but I'm doing the best I can. Malisheva now playing it out wide on this near side. It's knocked forward. Ball sets a place, trying to win it inside the centre circle. As Malisheva knock it out towards that far side, and that's not a good ball as it goes out for a throw into Hibs. Bang on the halfway line. So, yep, thank you, Tim. Tim there with a score prediction. Let's hope Hibs can get something in this game, at least get on the score sheet, give them a better chance in the second leg back in Scotland. I've just been hearing, guys, that this game is actually not even being played at Malisheva's own ground. They've actually travelled for this game, so obviously that must be to do with their stadium not being up to the standards that UEFA insist on. So there is a lot of empty seats around the ground. Now Hibs have won it on that far side. It's played forward, worked up towards the edge of the box here. Ball crossed in as Malisheva knock it away, and Malisheva now playing it out wide on that far side. It's Hibs' challenge, and that's gone out of play for a throw-in. Dog Dragon saying, what's your score prediction? I think 2-1 to Hibs. Well, for me, any result, good result to take back to Scotland would be a good one, mate. But hopefully Hibs can get themselves back into this. Just 1-0 down at the moment. So I don't normally give score predictions, to be honest, but yeah, I'll go with a 2-1, hopefully. But like I said, I don't normally give score predictions. I normally leave that to you guys. Malisheva now with the ball played down that far side. It's whipped into the box. That's not a good delivery as it's gone behind, but it won't count anyway as the linesman puts the flag up on the far side. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Oh, he's giving it as a corner. Well, that's a strange one. I thought he'd given it for offside. He's not. He's giving it as a corner. So Malisheva with a corner on the far side of the field. Ball whipped in. It's not a good delivery. It's knocked away as Malisheva win it back further up the field. It's chipped back towards the box. Hibs heading it on. Now Hibs knocking it forward down the middle as it's headed back in the direction it came from by Malisheva. Now the ball comes out to that far side as Malisheva managed to pick up the loose ball. Hibs coming to press the ball and Malisheva just playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Dog Dragon saying, and also, yes, your pronouncing of Malisheva is really good. It took me like 3 weeks to figure it out. Well, I get used to it. Obviously, cover a lot of games here on Fanden, right? Following UK clubs. So when we cover these European games, I'm challenged with a lot of unusual club names with these clubs in Europe. But thank you for the kind words, mate. Appreciated. Ball knocked down this near side. Malisheva have knocked that out of play for a throw-in on this near side of the field, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Ball back in play. Now Hibs winning it back. Malisheva not giving it up there as they challenge, but Hibs have managed to work it clear as they play it into the middle, but Malisheva not giving it up there as they challenge again, and now managed to come away with it as Malisheva play it all the way back to the goalkeeper on the edge of their own box. Ball played long down the field, headed on. As Hibs winning it back. Now Hibs playing it out towards that far side. It's played forward, worked up towards the edge of the box here as Malisheva managed to intercept it, knocking it back in the direction it came from. But it's Hibs that have won it back there as Malisheva challenge, and now Malisheva come away with it as they charge forward. Ball knocked down the field on that far side as it's just intercepted by Hibs, and Hibs play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Hibs to play out from the back as they edge the way forward. It's just cut back into the middle there. Now worked across the field out to that far side as they come forward. Hibs working it into the Malisheva half of the field. Challenge there, but Hibs managed to retain it, playing the 1-2 as they now working into the middle of the park. Now Hibs sprinting towards the edge of the box. Shot from distance. It's blocked off, but it's found its way through. And Hibs with a shot. Oh, and it's just hit the side netting. Wow, that was so close. Goalkeeper came out to close the angle. He managed to get the shot off, but just couldn't quite get it on target. And Hibs knocking on the door there, trying to find the equaliser. Tim is saying you will have to get Jamie to put on a Football Fan Den flag on his forklift at work, Gaz. Free advertising. Yeah. Well, hopefully in the future, I will be hopefully at some point adding Fan Den memorabilia to the project so that you guys, we've got to come in together here. I've got a foul on this near side, and Hibs have been booked there. O'Hara getting the yellow card for the clumsy challenge there. So Malisheva have won a foul on this near side of the field. The Malisheva played definitely. Just seen a replay there. It's making a meal of that challenge. But yeah, as I say, hopefully we'll be doing some Fan Den stuff, branded stuff in the future that you guys can potentially buy if you want to, and that will start to get the brand of Fan Den out there a little bit more. Still got to work on that a bit in the future though. So ball played up towards the box there. It's headed on, and that's intercepted comfortably there by the Hibs goalkeeper. Now Hibs coming out from the back. It's played forward down the middle. Ball knocked out towards that far side. As Hibs quickly play it up to the halfway line. It's cut back, played into the edge of the centre circle. Now it's worked out to this near side. As Malisheva come to press the ball. Hibs managing to retain it. So they just play it back to their centre-backs inside their own half. Now the ball knocked long down the field. It's won back by Malisheva. Malisheva now playing it out towards this near side as they quickly get on the attack. Hibs scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here as Malisheva managing to retain it. Ball played into the middle. Shot comes in, but it's blocked off by Hibs as it's knocked away back outside the box. And now Malisheva winning it back. Now Malisheva taking it towards the byline. Ball crossed in, and it's comfortably intercepted there by the Hibs goalkeeper. And now the keeper gets Hibs on the attack, playing it out wide on that far side. It's knocked forward as Malisheva managed to win back possession inside their own half of the field. Dragon is saying, so are you watching the game on Solid Sport, or are you also watching it on Sports Radar? No, I'm not watching it. I'll put the radar on for you guys. It's a foreign channel I'm watching it on, mate. It took me a while to find it, to be honest, which was why I was late. I normally get on for kickoff time, but with this one, I couldn't because I couldn't find it. But I found it in the end on a foreign channel. So, yeah. Malisheva, I've got a throw in on that far side of the field. Ball back in play. It's just cut back there as they try and knock it forward there, Hibs, but Malisheva have managed to win it back as they try and play it forward. And Hibs have won it back themselves, now playing it into the middle as Hibs trying to get on the attack. Ball knocked long out towards this near side as Malisheva quickly get across and knock the ball out of play there for a throw-in. Ball back in play. Now it's played back to the halfway line for Hibs. Worked in towards the edge of the centre circle. It's played out wide on that far side. It's now Hibs come forward again. Ball whipped into the box. It's knocked away by Malisheva as Hibs win it back further up the field and just play it all the way back to the halfway line. Ball now played out to this near side. It's chipped forward. Worked up towards the edge of the box here as Malisheva comes sliding in there with a challenge. And that's gone behind. And that should be a corner to Hibs on this near side. If you are just joining us, guys, and you like us covering your team or this game, the best way to let me know is hitting that like button. And thank you very much if you have already. That is one of the reasons why I'm covering this game today for you guys. I've made a special effort to come home to cover this game for you guys. Why? Because whenever I've covered Hibs games in the past, you guys have always shown fantastic support with a good like count. Appreciating my efforts. So please do hit that like button, guys, as it does help me out with the algorithm and also lets me know you guys appreciate my efforts. Corner comes in. Hibs picking it up inside the box here as the shot comes in and it's over the top of the crossbar and that will be a goal kick to Malisheva. Dog Dragon saying, foreign channel. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, I watch so many different football games here on Fandom. We cover clubs right across the UK. So I'm always watching games on all sorts of channels, to be honest. But some games prove a lot more difficult to access than others. And obviously, with this being played at this unusual time, obviously out there in Kosovo, it was very difficult to find it. Ball now with Malisheva on this near side. It's knocked up the field. As both sets of players trying to win it on the halfway line. Milicevic chipping it over the top there, but that just rolls all the way through to the Hibs goalkeeper. Now Hibs to play out from the back. As they play it forward down the middle. It's just cut back slightly there. Malisheva now trying to press to win it back. Hibs managing to retain it. Now Hibs coming forward. Ball played out wide on that far side as Hibs quickly come towards the edge of the box here. Looking for space. Taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in. It's deep towards the back post. The referee's going to blow for a foul in the box there. And that will be a free kick to Malisheva. The man from Del Monte. How are you doing? The man from Del Monte. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to Football Fandom and the Fandom community. Hope you're well, mate. And a pleasure to welcome you to the show and to the Fandom project. As I say, hope you're well. Hibs on the attack here. I'll come back to your comment in just a moment, mate. Ball crossed in. It's headed on by Malisheva as it comes out to this near side. Hibs picking up the loose ball. Now Hibs, they've lost it there as Malisheva knock it forward, but Hibs not giving it up there. Real tussle going on for the ball. Now the referee does blow for the foul, but these Malisheva players are making a real drama of every bit of contact here. We've got one of the Malisheva players here rolling around like he's been hit with a cricket bat, making a real drama of it. The referee has stopped the play as he just comes over to check on the players. The man from Del Monte saying, good stream, mate. First time I have found your channel. Well, thank you very much for your kind words, the man from Del Monte. And as I say, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Fandom and the Fandom community. Hope you're well, mate, and a pleasure to have you with us. Awesome. Thank you, mate, for the kind words. Dragon saying, if you show the Hearts vs Sturton Grass, you will have some Hibs fans cheering on Sturton Grass next time they play against Hearts. Nah, we don't have too much of that here on Fandom, mate. We are a mixed fan community channel. We did actually cover Hearts game the other day when they played that game. The same as we covered other UK clubs in Europe. We do that quite regular here on Fanden. Obviously, you're coming in at a unusual time of day, so we have got some of our regular community in, the likes of Rick and Tim. I think Tim dropped in, didn't he? And Remax as well, also a good friend of mine, and Stevie. But obviously, because this game being kicked off at an unusual time, a lot of our regular community is not with us at the moment. But as you will see, mate, if you come back on future streams, we are a very positive channel, and all fans that do come in are encouraged to make the effort to get along. Ball played into the box on that far side, and that's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner. Should be a corner on the far side. But yeah, I wouldn't be enthusiastic about that anyway, mate, because that's not good for Scotland's coefficiency. All Scotland fans, when it comes to European football, as far as I'm concerned, should put the club rivalries to one side and just wish each other well. Plenty of time to enjoy the rivalries back in domestic football. When it comes to European football, you guys are representing your country, not just your club. And it helps with the coefficiency to get the coefficiency up so that Scottish clubs can have a better path into Europe. We've got a corner on the far side for Hibs. Ball whipped in as it's headed on. Comes outside the box, and now the referee's blown for a foul. And that's going to be another free kick. These Malisheva players are really being pathetic with some of these fouls. There were next to no contact in that, and yet he's gone down, making a big drama out of it again. Honest, they're resorting to the dark arts of football, these Malisheva players. Rick is saying, afternoon, Tim, and Frog Dragon. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Rick, welcome in. New fans as well as Tim, one of our regulars to the fan channel, fan community chats. Thank you, Rick. Ball back in play now on the far side. The referee's blown for the foul there, and that's going to be another free kick. These Malisheva players are a joke. Rick saying, welcome to Fanden, the man from Del Monte. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Top man. And the man from Del Monte saying, scandalous that it's not on UK channel or even Radio Scotland. Is it not even on Radio Scotland? I didn't know that. Well, that's why we come in, mate, here on Fandom. I always tried to do my best to cover the games that you guys might find difficult to access. So, yep. Obviously, I can't tell those other media companies, but it doesn't surprise me that they're not, mate. The mainstream media are an absolute disgrace. They're only interested in the high-profile games. They show disrespect to these earlier qualifying rounds, as far as I'm concerned. But here on Fanden, we cover these early qualifying rounds quite regularly here on Fanden every season for Scottish, English, and Northern Irish clubs, and sometimes the Welsh clubs as well. Ball now played back to the goalkeeper for Hibs. It's worked out towards this near side. Now Hibs trying to knock it forward there as the Malisheva challenge. Malisheva have knocked it back in the direction it came from. Intercepted by Hibs. Hibs chipping the ball forward there as it's headed out towards this near side. Now Hibs on the attack as they race forward. Ball played up in towards the box there as it just gets away from them, and that goes behind for a goal kick to Malisheva. So if you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button. I know the result might not be exactly what you want, but Hibs is still very much in this. It's only 1-0 down. And if we can get 44 likes on a Hearts game when they lose 4-0, then surely we can get close to 40 likes for a Hibs game when you guys are very much in this, only 1-0 down. Ball Played into the box here for Malisheva. Knocked away as that goes out for a throw on that far side. But like I say, guys, the likes help me anyway. They let me know how much you guys appreciate me covering your club. And that is one of the big reasons why I'm here covering this game today. Come home specially to cover it because whenever I've covered Hibs in Europe previously, you guys have always shown fantastic support and appreciation, and I've always seen a decent like count. So please do hit the thumbs up, guys. I don't like banging on about it, but unfortunately, it is an important part of YouTube. And a massive thank you to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to do so. Hibs now with the ball at the back. It's played forward down the middle, headed on as Malisheva almost intercepted there, but Hibs come away with it, and now Hibs are on the attack. Oh, Hibs in behind here, bursting into the box. Hibs with a shot. Oh, he's gone wide of the near side post. Oh, he got in behind the defence there low, but just couldn't get the shot on target as it hits the side netting. And that released the pressure momentarily from Malisheva, but oh, that was so disappointing. He got in behind the defence there. I thought he was going to smash it home, and he just ended up knocking it wide off the near side post. Really good effort, just disappointing not to get it on target. So we're having a water break here. I'm not sure if it's that hot out in Kosovo, but the players are coming over to the touchline for a water break. The man from Del Monte is saying, cheers, Rick. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Stevie Ash is with us, one of our regular fan dinners. Stevie Ash saying, hi, guys. Late in. Hope you and all the fan dinners are well. No worries, Stevie. No worries, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day. I know a lot of you guys that are regular fan dinners probably been busy working today. So totally understand why you guys might not be with us. But as I've said many times, I totally understand you guys that are regular fan dinners have other things going on sometimes, so can't be with us all the time. But as you know, Stevie, I always appreciate your support and company and conversation as and when you can. So hope you're well, mate. Hope you've been having a good day. And as always, a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. But yep, doing well. Thank you, mate. And hope you're well yourself. Rick saying, afternoon, Stevie. And hope you are good, buddy. Awesome. Top man. Thank you, Rick. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Tim is saying he'll them. Thurman, I'll keep it short. Oh, the man, I think he's saying the man from Del Monte there. Thank you, Tim. You guys are always so positive with new fans. Always appreciated you from you guys that are regular fan dinners. So thank you, Tim. Top man. And Tim saying, good afternoon, Rick. Awesome. Thank you, Tim. And Tim also saying, hello, Stevie Ash. Awesome. Top man, Tim. And Stevie Ash saying, hi, Tim. Hi, Rick. You guys absolutely class, as always, with the positive vibes. So we are back underway here. And we've got a free kick on this near side for Malisheva, midway inside the Hibs half of the field. The man from Del Monte is saying, Rangers fan, but I want all Scottish clubs, football teams to perform well in Europe, cups and leagues. Absolutely. Same here, mate. That is exactly what I think. There's plenty of time for the rivalries in the domestic game, but when it comes to European football, I'm exactly like you, mate. Want to see as many UK clubs progress as far as possible and do as well as possible, especially when it comes to Scottish football, because I think it's so unfair that Scottish clubs have to play these earlier rounds to qualify. So, yep, right with you there, mate. I'm loving that. Respect to you for that, mate. As far as I'm concerned, I know there's intense rivalries up in Scotland, but there's also intense rivalries in other countries as well. But I think when you play outside your country, you should always want your maybe not support them, but at least want them to get a positive result because all the teams that represent Scotland are fighting to get those coefficient numbers up. So, yeah, well said, mate. Ball now played out wide on that far side. It's now Hibs coming forward. It's played down that far side of the field, and that just gets away from them there as it rolls out for a throw-in on that far side. But, yep, loving that. The man from Del Monte. Respect to you for that, mate. That's how it should be as far as I'm concerned. Rick is saying, Stevie, Ash, are Millwall keeping Aziz? Do you know? There was big interest in him. Malisheva are now making a substitution here. I think it's going to be a triple substitution. Nafio coming on. And I can't even pronounce that name. Exaya or whatever it's called. Apologies, I'm not very familiar with the Malisheva. In fact, I'm not familiar at all with the Malisheva players that I'm aware of. Pyra coming on, and it's Iskandarile coming off. Stevie Ash is saying, I really hope we keep him. Mate, I'm not sure if he will stay. And the other substitution is Shani coming off and a Marathi coming on. So 3 substitutions there for Malisheva. Rick is saying how? Rick saying love, Fami was great for Reading. On that far side of the field. As the ball back in play. It's played in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now worked out towards that far side. As Hibs now with the possession. Played into the centre circle. We're just coming up to 72 minutes gone, guys. It's still Malisheva 1, Hibs 0. Hibs trying to work the ball forward on that far side. It's just cut back there under pressure. Played into the centre circle. Now Hibs with the long ball out towards this near side, headed on by Malisheva as they knock it forward. Hibs trying to win it back there, but Malisheva managing to retain possession as they just cut it back there, playing it back to their defensive line and eventually all the way back to the goalkeepers. Now the goalkeeper with a long ball up towards the halfway line. It's headed on by Hibs. As both sets of players try and win it, but it eventually comes out to this near side as Hibs regain the possession. Now Hibs playing it into the middle. Ball worked out towards that far side. Now trying to come forward as they try and knock it forward on that far side, but it takes a deflection off the Malisheva player and goes out for a Hibs throw-in on that far side, midway inside the Malisheva half of the field. Ball back in play now for Hibs. Hibs just playing it all the way back to their defensive line inside their own half. It's worked into the centre circle. Now switching the play out to this near side as Malisheva come to press the ball. Hibs managing to retain it, just forced to cut it back slightly. Now it's played into the middle again as Hibs shift the ball out towards that far side, trying to knock it on there, but again it's blocked up by Malisheva as that goes out for a throw-in on the far side. Doug Dragon saying, yep, not on Radio Scotland. So, yeah, we Fanden, W Fanden for basically being a fan zone for this game. My pleasure, mate. My pleasure. As I say, we want, I want to cover English and Scottish football as equally as I possibly can. We don't, obviously, I am English, but I love Scotland. It's a beautiful country. I love the people. They're just as passionate about football as anyone else in the world. And here on Fanden UK, I always show my respect to both sides of the border equally when it comes to football. And I don't even give priority to my own team here on Fanden. As I say, because this channel is not about my club, it's about covering as many games as possible and bringing good fans together from around the world that love UK football. Ball played out wide on that far side. It's now Hibs playing it into the middle. It's knocked forward here. Played out wide on this near side as Hibs trying to work the ball down the field, but again pressed back there as Malisheva come to challenge. It's played back into the centre circle. Now Hibs trying to work it forward down the middle. Forced to play it out wide on that far side, but Hibs now coming towards the edge of the box as they take it to the byline, trying to cross it in there, but it's blocked off by Malisheva, and that's gone out for a corner to Hibs on the far side. But yep, thank you, Dog Dragon. My pleasure, mate. As I say, I'll always do my best efforts to cover games like this where you guys might find it difficult to access the game. That's one of the things that we pride ourselves on here on Fandom. So thank you, mate. As I say, unfortunately, guys, it's just the mainstream media not showing the respect to these earlier rounds, and they should do, because you guys know yourself. Look at how hard your club works throughout the season to qualify for a European place. You get one, and then the media don't give it the attention it deserves. So I think that's an absolute disgrace, but you will never see that here on Fandom. If I can access the game, if I can find it, whether it's a first round game, second round game, or a group game, or a later knockout game, I will always do my best to cover as many UK clubs in Europe as I possibly can. Especially when it comes to these earlier rounds that get ignored by the mainstream media. Ball now with Malisheva on that far side. It's played forward as Hibs come across trying to challenge. Hibs just managed to knock it back there as they play it all the way back to the edge of their own box. So, yep, thank you, Dog Dragon. Thank you, mate. And Dog Dragon saying, yep, still hit the like button. Yep, please do hit that like button, guys. And massive thank you to you guys that have done so already. Don't want to bang on about it, but as I said before, it is an important part of YouTube. I also use it to help me identify the games and the clubs that you guys appreciate me covering. So if you do appreciate me covering your club or this game, the best way to let me know is hitting that thumbs up. And thank you very much if you have already. Ball now played into the middle as Hibs coming forward here. Malisheva nipping at the heels as Hibs still coming, but Malisheva eventually knocked the ball back in the direction it came from. Now Malisheva with a shot from the edge of the box, but that's comfortably intercepted there by the Hibs goalkeeper. But thank you, Dog Dragon. Thank you, mate. Tim is saying Milicevic are a young club set up 2006. I don't know a lot about them, Tim, to be honest, but if that is the case, thank you for sharing that, mate, because as I say, I didn't know an awful lot about this Kosovo club. But thank you, Tim. Tim there helping out with a bit of info. Ball now with Hibs on this near side. It's just cut back there. Played all the way back to the edge of the centre circle. Now the ball played out towards this near side. Malisheva trying to challenge as Hibs play it into the box, but there's too much on the ball there as that just rolls through and out of play for a goal kick to Malisheva. So, yep, thank you, Tim. Didn't know that. Paul Maguire with us. Paul, a regular fan then. Paul saying, afternoon, troops. I didn't know this was an early kickoff. No worries, Paul. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to the show. And as always, a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you've had a good day. And Paul, a proud Scottish football fan, joining us as he is a regular fan dinner. So good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Now the ball with Hibs as it's played forward. Worked out towards that far side. Hibs crossing it in here. And that's not a good delivery as it goes straight behind and out of play. And that will be a goal kick to Milicevic. Yeah, Paul, it's kicked off early because it's being played out there in Kosovo. So, yeah, you know what it's like with these earlier European qualifiers. Sometimes the kickoffs are at crazy times. Now Milicevic on this near side. It's played forward, headed on by Hibs. Both sets of players trying to win it inside the centre circle. Malisheva managed to come away with it. Now Malisheva playing it out towards that far side as they come forward here. Hibs getting bodies back behind the ball. Ball played up towards the edge of the box on that far side. Malisheva just managing to retain it. As Hibs press to try and win it back. Malisheva trying to knock it forward there, but it's won back by Hibs. And the Malisheva player dramatising a bit of contact there as he's lying on the floor like a big soft ass. Ball played forward for Hibs. It's knocked back in the direction it came by Malisheva. And again, they're making a drama of another foul there. This team are a joke. Honest, they've made a drama of every bit of contact. It is pathetic. They're certainly not going to get away with that as much back in Scotland. Let's hope so. But yep, as I say, Paul, hope you're well, mate. And as always, a pleasure to have you with us. Tim saying good afternoon, Paul. Top man. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Tim. Sorry, Tim. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes. Top man. And so Hibs making a substitution here. Josh Mulligan has gone off. And Abdulia coming on for Hibs. The man from Del Monte saying Hibs need a goal to take back for the second leg at Easter Road. Yeah, it would be handy, but at least it's still a tight scoreline. If you are just got joining us, guys, we're on 81 and a half minutes gone. It's Malisheva 1, Hibs 0. So still a tight game at the moment. But yeah, would be nice to see Hibs get on the score sheet to take a goal back to Scotland with them. Ball now won back by Hibs inside their own half. It's played into the middle. Now on the edge of the centre circle. It's worked out to that far side. Now played forward. As Hibs now charging towards the edge of the box, trying to cross it in. It's blocked off there by Malisheva. As Malisheva now knock it down the field. Hibs nipping at the heels, trying to win it back there as a challenge comes in. No foul given by the referee as it's knocked down the field. And eventually, I think Hibs just managed to keep it in play on that far side. They did. As now they play it back to their centre-backs on the edge of the centre circle. Ball played out wide on this near side. It's cut back there, played back into the centre circle. As Hibs now with the possession. It's played out to that far side again. Ball played forward. As Malisheva trying to challenge. Hibs have managed to retain it on that far side. Just forced to cut it back under pressure. As they eventually play it all the way back to the edge of the centre circle. Malisheva pressed back into their own half as now Hibs again working it out wide on that far side. It's just cut back slightly. Played in towards the edge of the centre circle again. As Hibs now switch the play out to this near side. Malisheva come to press the ball. Hibs play it forward. It's knocked back in the direction it came from by Malisheva. As that bounces all the way back to the Hibs goalkeeper who comes out to intercept it. Paul with a thumbs up to Tim saying, Tim, afternoon, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Paul. Rick saying, afternoon, Paul. Hope you're good. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. You guys absolutely class, as always, with the positive vibes. And Paul saying afternoon to Rick also. You guys absolutely class, as always. Thank you, guys. Ball played out wide on that far side. That's gone out for a throw-in. Mark Vega. How you doing, Mark Vega? Welcome to Football Fanden and the Fanden UK. Fanden UK project and the Fanden community. Hope you're well, mate. And a pleasure to have you with us. And also a pleasure to welcome you to the show, mate. And Mark Vega saying Scottish football is on par with League of Ireland football. Well, I'm not going to argue with you with that, but in my personal opinion, I think it's at a higher level than that. And that's no disrespect to the Irish League, but obviously the Irish League just get very much overlooked as so does the Scottish football. But you're entitled to your opinion, mate. I think I watch a lot of Scottish football, obviously, because I'm building this channel. I've been building this channel now for 7 years, and doing live streams for going on for 5 years now. And in that time, I've watched a lot of Scottish, and I think Scottish football doesn't get the respect it deserves a lot of the time from people outside of Scotland. But fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. As I say, welcome to Fandom. Rick is saying, I wouldn't say that. Higher quality than that. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, fair point, mate. I agree. I do think it's a slightly higher quality, and that means no disrespect to Irish football. It's nothing to do with the football. It's to do with the money that goes into the league, guys. Let's be honest. The more money that's pumped into the league, the better the potential of that league is going to be. So we're about to have a substitution here. Malisheva are doing everything they can here to run down the clock. They're making a substitution, and the player is literally dawdling off the pitch. Rick is saying the rest Championship and League One level. Thank you, Rick. Tim is saying, good afternoon, Mark, Vague, awesome. Thank you, Tim. Loving the positive vibes. You guys always top as always, showing them positive vibes to new fans coming, getting involved in the Fandom community chat. Thank you, Tim, top man. Mark Vega saying the present Rangers and Celtic squads would do well to win League One in England. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, as I say, mate. But we're not here to debate about the level of Scottish football. We're here to get behind a Scottish club playing in European football to help Scottish clubs get a higher coefficient. So you're more than welcome to your opinion, mate. But as you can tell, we are a positive community channel, and with no offence intended, mate. We're not here to argue about which league is the best, or we'll leave that to all the morons that support Messi and Ronaldo. They're the morons in football that like to argue that. But here on Fandom, we're a bit more mature than that, mate. We're not really asked about who's the best and who's the worst. We're asked about enjoying football, mate, as one community of fans that appreciate football right across the UK. Only children give a shit about who is the best, which league is the best. At the end of the day, football is a community sport, and that is what we embrace it as here on Fandom. Ball is out of play on this near side for Hibs throwing inside their own half. Oh, both the managers here have got booked for arguing on the touchline. Referee on a power trip. Hibs with his throw in here as we enter the final 3 minutes of the game. The man from Del Monte is saying they went up. This league reached top league in 2021. Are you talking about Malisheva? I'm presuming that. I'm presuming you're talking about Malisheva. Thank you, mate. As I say, I don't. Other than the fact that they're a Kosovo club, I don't really know an awful lot about them. As I think it was Tim a minute ago, or yourself that just shared that they are a brand new club, only established. I think you said one of you guys said it was 2003 or 16 or something like that. But yeah, thank you, mate. So, guys, just refreshing the page because it was just buffering a bit there. Ball played into the centre circle as Hibs now with the possession. It's worked out wide on that far side. But yeah, thank you. I think it's the man from Del Monte. Thank you for sharing that, mate. Ball now played forward as Malisheva into the box. They get the shot off. Oh, Malisheva has scored the second. Smashing it into the back of the net at the near post as Malisheva go 2-0 up. Well, anybody would think they won the tie because all the staff on the bench here have invaded the pitch like they've already won it. And the referee should not allow that. But yep, on just coming up to 90 minutes gone, and Hibs suddenly concede a late goal as they find themselves 2-0 down. Just made it a slightly tougher challenge going back to Scotland, but still very much doable to turn this result around back home in Scotland. The man from Delmonte saying finished top 3 in the last 3 years in Kosovo League, second last season. Well, thank you for sharing that. As I said, I didn't know an awful lot about them, mate. But thank you for sharing. Let's just hope Hibs can overcome it. Stevie Ash saying hit the like button. Fan Denners nearly at 40. Thank you, Stevie Ash, and a massive thank you to you guys that have been positive enough hitting that like button. Keep the faith, guys. 2-0 down, but still with the second leg to come. I have every confidence that Hibs can turn this around in the second leg, and they should be motivated by the way that Malisheva just celebrated that goal. All the fans, all the players and assistants and staff on the bench came racing onto the pitch like they'd won the game or won the tie. Which I thought was a little bit disrespectful. Celebrate the goal by all means, but invading the pitch like that from the team staff, shameful. So, yeah, thank you, Stevie Ash. Please do hit the like, guys. Thank you very much if you have already. Thank you, Stevie Ash. The man from Delmonte saying not being any Irish teams getting to any European finals yet. No, but we hope they will one day, mate. Keep the faith. Hopefully they do one day, but they've got, obviously, like I say, what holds a lot of these clubs back, mate, is money. It's all about the money in football these days. So, yeah. But we did cover one of the Northern Irish clubs last week playing in Europe. Ball now played forward for Hibs. It's knocked away by Malisheva. 5 minutes have been added on at the end of this second half. Dog Dragon is saying, this is so annoying. We really need a goal to bring home. Have faith in your teammate. They can turn this around back in Scotland. They just need to not let this game get away from them. Ball played out wide on that far side now for Hibs. It's played forward up towards the edge of the box. Malisheva challenge. And now the referee's given a corner on that far side. The man from Delmonte saying, well said, Rick. Awesome. Thank you. Man from Delmonte, loving the positive vibes, mate. Top man. So corner for Hibs on that far side. So, as I say, 5 minutes added on. We're into 2 minutes of it. Ball crossed in from the corner, headed outside the box. Both sets of players trying to win it. Malisheva come away with it. Now Malisheva sprinting out towards this near side. Hibs coming across with a poor challenge there. And the referee's going to book him. And I think it's Abdullah with that disappointing challenge, but I think he just was trying to stop Malisheva getting on the counter-attack, lunged in with a challenge and took more of the man than he did the ball. So always going to give the referee an easy decision to make. Don't forget, guys, before you leave, please do hit that like button if you could. And if you've got any final thoughts after this game, drop your comments in now as I will do my best to read out your comments. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied there. I'll do my best to read out as many of your comments as I can once the game is finished. Ball played up towards the edge of the box here from Malisheva. It's knocked away, intercepted by Hibs. Hibs now on the attack as Hibs race out towards that far side, quickly coming up towards the halfway line as Hibs now sprint forward into the Malisheva half of the field. It's just cut back slightly there. Now played into the middle. Malisheva parking the bus here on the edge of the box. They've got 6 men right along the line as Hibs now just playing it back to the edge of the centre circle. Ball chipped in behind as Hibs trying to head it on there, but he did, but couldn't keep it under control as that goes behind and out of play for a goal kick to Malisheva. The man from Del Monte saying, well said. I read that. Thank you, mate. Dragon saying, yeah, I literally don't care what league is the best. I just care about Hibs. Fair enough, mate. Ball played long down the field. Comes out to this near side. Hibs just managed to win it back there. It's played back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now playing the ball forward as Hibs sprint out towards that far side. Quickly moving down the field. Ball whipped into the box here. Headed on as that comes out to this near side. Hibs regain possession. Malisheva challenge. Ball knocked away. Hibs winning it back further up the field. As now Hibs crossing it in again. It's headed away again by Malisheva. Hibs winning it back outside the box. It's played out towards that far side. As they try and cross it in, blocked off. And that's gone behind for a corner to Hibs on the far side of the field. But yep, thank you, Dragon. I agree, mate. Yep, that's something we don't need to really debate here on Fanden right at this moment, is it? Like I say, we can leave that to all the morons that argue about Messi and Ronaldo being the best players in the world. There goes the final whistle as the corner comes in. Not the best delivery. It was knocked away, and the referee immediately bowls the whistle. And at the full-time whistle, it has finished. Malisheva 2, Hibs 0. So work to do for Hibs in the second leg back in Scotland. But this is certainly a result that they can turn around, and the Malisheva players are celebrating it like they've won the tie here. So that should motivate the Hibs players to try and turn this around back in the second leg. But as I say, the full-time whistle, it has finished. Malisheva 2, Hibs 0. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that thumbs up, and a massive thank you to you guys that have been positive enough to do so. Really appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. And if you've got any final thoughts, drop them in to the Fanden community chat now, and I will do my best to read out your comments in just a moment. So just before we do, let's have a look at the match stats for that game. Sorry, guys, obviously with this not getting the respect, this game not getting the respect from the mainstream media that it should. I have managed to find some stats, but unfortunately they are minimal, as you can see on the screen. But at least we managed to get some stats. So here's how the game has gone in numbers from what we can see. Total attempts on goal, 10 for Malisheva, 9 for Hibs. Corners taken, 3 for Malisheva, 6 for Hibs. Offsides, 2 for Malisheva, 1 for Hibs. Yellow cards, 1 for Malisheva, 3 for Hibs. And red cards, none for either team. So there you go. Sorry that the match stats are very minimal, guys. As I say, I have looked, but unfortunately, the mainstream media are just not giving this fixture the respect it deserves. Rick saying, I watch Scottish Championship sometimes when it's on free TV, and even that league is in Scotland has some quality in it. Really enjoyable football. No, I agree, mate. I agree. As I say, I've covered a lot of Scottish football while in the time I've been building Fanden, and I've said it a number of times. Yes, it might not be Champions League quality all the time, but it's certainly an entertaining league, and there's some great football played. It's very competitive, and the fans show just as much passion as any other league in Europe. So I think, from my point of view, I think that more fans should show a bit more respect to Scottish football, as it, yes, it might not have, all the high profiles like players like Bellingham and Lionel Messi and Ronaldo are involved in it. But that doesn't mean to say there isn't good football games played in it. Last season, I watched some amazing football games in Scotland. some really end-to-end battles with both teams going at it. Goals scored at both ends of the field, and both teams showing the desire to win, and the fans showing the passion. So, yeah, anybody, as far as I'm concerned, that tries to belittle Scottish football don't know their head from their ass. Clearly, they don't follow enough football to show it the respect it deserves. So, yep, thank you, Rick. I agree, mate. Well said. Dog and Dragon is saying, "Oh, penalty, please. Score by the time you read this. It could have gone in already or missed. So keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. I'm confident that Hibs, with the Hibs fans behind them in the second leg, can turn this around. As I say, it was an empty stadium. There was a small pocket of Hibs fans behind the goal and a small pocket of Malisheva fans on this near side of near side stand, but on the other side it was completely empty, and lots of empty seats in and around the ground. So I think Malishevik will get a shock when they come to Scotland and see the passion that the Hibs fans show getting behind their team in the second leg. So keep the faith, mate. Maybe not the result we wanted, but Hibs more than capable of turning this round back at Easter Road. And Dog Dragon saying, on what? Oh, what? Oh, my gosh. No. Tim is saying 2016, guys. 2016. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for correcting me there. Dog Dragon saying, oh, my God. As I say, mate, keep the faith. Still plenty of time to go in this game with a second leg to go on Scottish soil. Rick is saying, bad couple of days so far for the Scottish in Europe. Let's hope Motherwell can get something this evening. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Rick. Well said, mate. Paul Maguire saying this just proves my point. These qualifiers are far too early. Not even playing a competitive game yet. No, I agree, mate. I agree. Totally agree with you. But unfortunately, it is what it is. And the teams that are on the field both have the same problem. Malishevik obviously have to play there. I don't know when their season starts or whatever, but the point that I'm making is all European clubs have to go into this competition in the early qualifying rounds with the same problem. A lot of, obviously, leagues across Europe haven't started yet, and clubs are expected to play these early qualifying rounds. But I do agree, Paul, it should be delayed. But there's that many games and that many clubs that UEFA are trying to accommodate. That is why they have no choice but to play these qualifying rounds early on to obviously try and accommodate every club that has qualified for Europe. But yep, it is a shame that clubs haven't had the time to get their season off and running, to get match fit, match sharp. And yeah, it's something we've debated in the past, mate. Paul Maguire is saying, come on, Hibs. Absolutely. Thank you, Paul. Well said, mate. And Mark Vague saying it's not just about money. Look how well Bodo Glimt do, a tiny club from Norway with a home capacity of 8,000. Right. Well, first of all, with all respect, mate, I don't follow Norwegian football. But yeah, I take your point. But there is also the aspect of Bodo Glimt of had a good spell in Europe, but I don't remember seeing them getting to the quarterfinals or the semi-finals of any European competition. Any club can ride the crest of a wave and do well if they've got good leadership. I'm not saying it's all about the money. What I'm saying is it plays a massive factor in it. A massive factor. If you want to get down to the technical aspects of it, we can say the money. Whether you've got a great coach and whether you've got players that are motivated. You can have the best squad in the world, but if you haven't got a good coach motivating those players, then you're not going to get a tune out of them, are you? But whether you want to argue about the wheres and why fors or not, the reality is, mate, money plays a massive part in it. But also having having a coach with a good personality that is a good man manager, that is definitely a big factor in it as well. But if you want to sit here and argue with me about money not being a factor, I'm sorry, mate, but that's an argument you're going to lose because the proof is in the pudding with the fact that how many times we see the high profile clubs with rich, deep financial pockets making it to the latter stages of all competitions. That speaks in itself. You're highlighting one club there, Boulder Glimt. Fair point. I'm not arguing with that. But I could highlight 10 clubs that make it regularly to the Champions League knockout stages, last eight, on a regular basis every season. We see these clubs. So we're talking about 8 clubs versus you arguing for one club. I'm not saying it's always all about the money. Sometimes you're absolutely right, mate. It can be about having the right manager and the right balance of playing squad. But money is a massive factor in football. And if you don't want to agree with that, you're more than entitled to your opinion, mate. But the reality is, money does play a massive part in modern day football. Paul Maguire is saying 40 likes. Well done, guys. Awesome. Massive thank you to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to hit that like button. Really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you for letting me know, Paul. Really appreciate it. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely class. With that support, it is massively appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you. Rick is saying, thanks for the stream. As always, guys. Thank you to the moderator, Stevie. Take care, all. Thank you, Rick. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with us, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and well out there, mate. Look after yourself and hopefully catch up with you again soon, mate. Best wishes to you and your family. And as I say, hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good weekend ahead. Take care, mate. Stay safe. Paul Maguire saying, thanks, troops. See you all on the next one. Thank you, Paul. Always a pleasure having you with us, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Best wishes to you and your family, and hope you have a good weekend ahead. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with us. Take care, Paul. Stay safe, mate. All the best. And the man from Del Monte is saying, good stream, bud. I'll be back watching soon. Take care and speak soon. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, the man from Del Monte. It's been a pleasure having you with us. A pleasure to welcome you to Fanden. Best wishes to you and your family. Yep, hopefully see you again on a future stream. As I say, it's been a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening and hope you have a good weekend ahead. All the best, mate. Stay safe. And Rick is saying, you are welcome here anytime, mate. Man from Del Monte. It's good to see you. Absolutely well said. Thank you, Rick. Top man. You guys, awesome as always. And Callum Coyle dropping in late on. Callum saying, Hibs are out. No, they're not. There's second leg still to come, mate. Second leg still to come. But hope you're well, Callum. Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. And welcome to the show. Although we are just wrapping it up now at the moment. I don't understand you guys that are Scottish football fans sometimes, why you're always so quick to jump on the bandwagon, hating on another club just because they have a disappointing result. Every Scottish club has got the same problem in these early qualifying rounds, trying to figure out how to start winning in Europe when you've not even got your seasons going in these earlier rounds. I don't understand that mentality. I get the club rivalries. I get it. I get that. But you guys play that many games against each other in the domestic league. I don't understand why you can't shelve that hatred nonsense until it comes to domestic football. Why do you need to take it into Europe? I don't understand that. Because as we know, you want to see more Scottish clubs. You want to see your club play in Scottish, representing Scotland and representing your club in Europe and having a chance to get to the knockout stages and playing in the group stages more regular. Then you need to start showing a bit more common sense and love and passion for Scottish clubs doing well in Europe. You don't have to like them. You don't have to like Hibs if you're a Hearts fan. And if you're a Hearts fan, you don't have to like Hibs. But what you do have to do is use a bit of football knowledge and a bit more football savvy to get behind these teams, because they are fighting for the coefficiency of Scottish footballs as a whole. And we would see more Scottish footballs involved in group stages if Scottish fans embraced European competitions more as a nation, rather than taking this nonsense hatred of each other's club into European football. It makes absolutely no sense when Scotland need to get the coefficiency up to make it easier for Scottish clubs to play into the group stages, instead of having to play all these stupid early qualifying rounds. So I get the passion, and I'm not having a go at you guys for being passionate and loving your club. I'm just disappointed to see so many Scottish fans wanting to take that rivalry into Europe. I don't see that in English football, guys. In English football, yes, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of rivalries, there's plenty of banter. But when it comes to European football, a lot more English fans show a lot more willingness to see the clubs representing England do well in Europe. Whereas in Scotland, you guys take the rivalries into Europe. That is half the problem. You're not showing enough support to see Scottish clubs do well. Do you not think the players pick up on that? Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand it, guys. I don't understand it. I get the rivalry, I get the passion, but when you consider that Scottish clubs sometimes face each other 3 times, 4 times in a season, it's not like you're not getting enough opportunity to enjoy that rivalry. So I don't understand why it needs to be taken into Europe, especially considering how often we see Scottish clubs just struggling to make it to the group stages. It's just beggars belief to me, guys. Like I say, I'm just being honest. I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm a football fan just like you guys. But when it comes to UK clubs playing in Europe, I want UK clubs to do well because they represent our country. And you guys should be proud of the fact that England and Scotland gave the game to the goddamn world. We gave the game to the world. Do we not want to see English and Scottish clubs doing well in Europe to show that we are a powerhouse and that we know how to play football, whether it's the players on the field or the tactics that we bring to our clubs? We want to be showing the rest of Europe, hey, we gave the world football and we are going to represent that when we compete in Europe. That is the way I look at it. I don't care about the rivalries when it comes to European football. I want to send a message to the rest of Europe that we gave the game to the world, and respect that because we know how to play football. We can't do that when Scottish clubs are getting knocked out early and Scottish fans are laughing about it because it's their rivals or something like that. It's just madness, absolute madness. Take pride in the fact that we gave the game to the world, guys. A lot of people think it's England that gave the game to the world. It wasn't. It was the UK as a whole. You go back and research the start of the game and how it started. Scottish football was just as much involved in the start of the game as English football. So it's equal. We gave the game to the world as one island. You get what I mean? So be proud of that, guys. Take it into Europe. Show that pride when your clubs compete in Europe. As I say, I'm as passionate as you guys. I'm just passionate in a different way. Like I say, the rivalries for me can stay in the domestic league. When it comes to European football, come on, guys. Let's see as many UK clubs progress as possible because they represent us as an island. That's my rant over with, guys. I'm sorry. It just finds me baffled by the fact that fans want to carry that rivalry into Europe. It just baffles my head. It really does. Because, like I say, when Scottish clubs play in Europe, they're representing Scotland to get that coefficiency up. English clubs don't have that problem because they're spoilt with the riches of the Premier League. Scottish clubs need to help themselves. The SPFL, as you guys know, what we saw last season, the SPFL are not fit for purpose. The people running the Scottish Football Association are an absolute shambles. They are not going to do you any favours. So the only way to help Scottish football get better financial investment is by these competitions. The further you guys go, the better. The last time Hibs played in Europe, do you know how much they made out of European football? And they didn't even qualify for the competition proper. They qualified. They only got through the knockout stage. I can't remember how many rounds they went through, but they didn't qualify for the actual tournament. They only went through a couple of the knockout rounds, and they still made £2 million to a Scottish club. That is massive. £2 million just playing a couple of qualifying games is more than half of the games they will play, or probably more than they will earn throughout the entirety of the Scottish Cup. So how can you not want to see Scottish clubs do well? Because if, let's say, Hibs progress far in the Europa League or the Conference League, let's just say that they do, or Hearts or Aberdeen, and they make a chunk of money in playing in the Conference League or the Europa League, where do you think that money goes? It goes back into Scottish football. So if you're a Hibs fan hating on a Hearts fan because your rivalry, that's madness. Because if Hibs do well, they potentially come back with millions of pounds out of European football that they will then use to spend in the transfer window, and that money will spread about into Scottish football. That money will then filter into some of the other clubs, and then all the Scottish clubs benefit from that big cash reward that is coming into Scottish football from UEFA competitions. Because like I just said, guys, don't bank on the SPFL. They're a joke. They're a shambles. You guys are Scottish football fans. You know that better than I do. In the time that I've been doing Scottish football, I am be shocked at the shambolic state of the Scottish League and the way the Scottish League is run. The Scottish League is great. The clubs are fantastic. They're passionate clubs. The fans are fantastic. But what lets you guys down is the SFA. They're a shambles. And I'm not saying the English FA are any better because they're a joke. The difference is they're able to hide it better because English football is branched off into EFL and the Premier League. So the FA are able to hide the shambles that they're showing, the shit show that they show. For example, I'm angry right now with the English FA because they want to vote for this moron that runs FIFA. And do you know why? Not because they like him. Nothing to do with liking him. They want to vote for him because he's going to bring the Women's World Cup to England. Well, sorry, I don't give a shit about the Women's World Cup. I give a shit about my football association showing respect to what the fans think. And let's be honest, most English fans right now feel that the FIFA president is not fit for purpose. So therefore, should the Football Association not represent what the fans think? Because like I keep saying, guys, football belongs to you. These morons running the Football Association, UEFA, English FA, SFA, whatever, they don't represent football. You guys do. It's just that they think they do. They do because they're on a power trip and they don't respect fans anywhere near as much as they should do. Anyway, as I say, that's my rant over. I'm sorry, guys. I get really passionate about this because, like I say, I get the rivalries, love the rivalries when it comes to domestic football. But when it's European football, come on, guys, use your football savvy. If Hibs do well in Europe, yes, you might be a Hearts fan not liking them, or if you're a Hibs fan, you don't like Hearts. I get it. But come on, guys, you don't have to support these teams. Just wish them well when they play in Europe, because if they do well, that is money they're bringing back to Scottish football. If they go out, that money's going into a different league in Europe. So why would you want that? Why would you want another club to do well and that money to be moved to another league in Europe so that their league can improve while your league is being restricted by the financial restrictions? I don't understand that. Yes, I get you would want the money to come to your club. I get that. But if Hibs do well, Hearts do well, Aberdeen do well, it's bringing money back into Scottish football. Surely that has got to be good for Scottish football as a whole, not just the club that has the success. That is just my opinion. Stevie Ash is saying, take care all. See you on the next one. Thank you, Stevie Ash. Been a pleasure having you with us, mate. Best wishes to you and your family. Take care, mate. All the best. Stay safe. And have a good weekend ahead. Been a pleasure, Stevie Ash. Thank you, mate. Stevie Allen saying, thanks, guys. Take care, all. See you all on the next one. Thank you, Stevie. Well said, mate. Absolutely well said. Top man. Thank you, mate. Top man, Stevie. Always helping out in the background. And Stevie Ash saying, bye, Stevie. Great name. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Loving the positive vibes, guys. Rick is saying, if my thingy highlights it, Rick saying, I wouldn't even support Oxford and Swindon in Europe, and that's saying something. I would. Oh, sorry, I would. I would even support Oxford and Swindon in Europe, and that's saying, like I said, mate, I get the rivalries. I don't want to start a rant again. I get the rivalries. I get the passion. But like I say, when Scottish football is struggling financially, and these clubs, Hibs, Hearts, and Aberdeen, and Dundee and Dundee United, are all struggling to close that gap on Rangers and Celtic, and you guys hate it. I know that Scottish football fans hate it. I know that. In the time I've been building fandom, I know that a lot of fans in Scotland feel that Rangers and Celtic get favourable decisions, that they're a massive advantage. Well, if you guys want that advantage to close, to reduce, sorry, and you guys want Hibs, Hearts, Aberdeen to close the gap on Rangers and Celtic, the only way you're going to do it is by getting more of UEFA's money. And the reason being is because the SFA, as we know, do a shit show of getting new investment into Scottish football. So the best way to get extra money into Aberdeen and Hearts and Hibs is to get some of that money from UEFA, and that could potentially mean that money spreads about and filters into other Scottish clubs, which is good for Scottish football. But yeah, thank you, Rick. Totally agree, mate. Top man. As I say, you guys show sometimes your passion in the right way. Sometimes we don't always see it. Rick, from some fans, Rick saying, "I need to have it. I need to have a lie down after typing that." How do you think I feel sitting here sharing my opinions, mate? But yeah, thank you, mate. Top man, Rick. Kenneth Heliot, if that's pronounced correctly, if I'm reading that correctly. How's it going, Kenneth Heliot? Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to Football Fandom and the Fandom community. A pleasure to have you with us, mate. And a pleasure to welcome you to Football Fandom and the Fandom community. And Kenneth is saying Rangers lest I'm not sure what he's trying to say there. Rangers last team in European football. Sorry, mate. You're losing me a bit there. All I can work out from that is I think you're trying to say Rangers will be the last team in European football. I'm presuming. I'm presuming that's what you're trying to say. Well, you could be right, mate. But with all respect, Rangers didn't exactly have a good European campaign last season, did they? So I wouldn't bank on that. But yes, in seasons gone by, Rangers have been the most successful club from Scottish football, going the furthest in seasons gone by. But as we've seen in the last 2 years, there's been a real drop off from Rangers. So they're struggling just as much as any other Scottish football club in Europe at the moment, mate. But thank you for sharing your thoughts. Stevie Ash saying, "Laugh out loud, Rick, mate." Thank you, Stevie Ash. Tim is saying, very good stream, guys. I'm sure you have had a busy day. Time for a cuppa. Yeah, I'm going to jump off now, mate. I'm going to wrap it up now. And hopefully I will be back on very shortly for more Europa Conference League action. Another game to come later on. We've got two games actually kicking off at the same time. Obviously, at 7:45 this evening. But thank you, Tim. Appreciate the consideration, and thank you for being with us, mate. I'm not sure if I've already wished you well earlier on. I can't remember because I've been ranting. But thank you for being with us, Tim. Best wishes to you and your family. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope you have a good weekend ahead, mate. Take care. Stay safe. And Callum Coyle saying, "Come on, Motherwell." Awesome. Thank you, Callum. Hope you're well, mate. I'm not sure if Callum already been in. Yeah, he did, didn't he? He did. Thank you, Callum. Yeah, let's hope Motherwell can get a good result. They play their first leg later on today, this evening. But their first leg is at home. So, yeah, well said, Callum. Kenneth saying Hearts win league last season. No, unfortunately they didn't. They came very close, mate. But unfortunately they just didn't quite get it across the line. But they went all the way. They pushed it, and they certainly did themselves proud last season. Obviously, there's some debate about how much the SFA held them back, but that's a debate for another time. Stevie Ash saying, Gaz, your knowledge in football is top class. I love this channel. Thank you very much for your kind words, Stevie Ash. Which, to be fair, mate, you guys have also got some top knowledge. You guys share share knowledge with me sometimes that I don't know, and that is one of the things I love about our community. That we all help each other absorb more football knowledge. Because there's that much to learn in football. There's that much, obviously, to absorb that you just can't absorb it all the time, can you? So, yeah, but thank you for the kind words, Stevie Ash. I do my best, mate, but as I say, you guys have, that are regular fan dinners, have also shown that you guys are very knowledgeable about football as well, sometimes informing me about stuff that I don't know. So thank you, Stevie Ash. Appreciate the kind words, top man, and we love having you part of Fan Den, mate. Thank you. I'm not sure if I think I did say bye to Stevie Ash. Anyway, I've had my rant, guys. I'm going to jump off because I've got to get. I've got about an hour or two, an hour and a half before we jump on for the next one. So hopefully see you guys there. Don't forget, please do hit that like button. If you got any thoughts you want to share with me, if you don't agree with my rant, you're more than welcome to share your thoughts. So you can leave it in the comments section afterwards. Or if you agree with me, or if you're disappointed about your team, whatever it is, you guys are more than welcome to share your comments in the live chat when we're live. But if you miss the live chat, you are always welcome to share your comments in the comments section afterwards. And I will always respect your opinions if you share them with respect. I might not always agree with you, but I will always allow you guys to have your opinion heard. And then, as I say, if you leave comments after a show, I will always do my best to try and respond to you. So, disappointing result, guys. 2-0 defeat for Hibs away from home. But you guys getting behind your team at Easter Road, I'm confident that Hibs can turn this around and win the tie overall back in Scotland. Fingers crossed, guys. Hibs will have a bit more match practice. Hopefully, I think they'll be played over the weekend with a friendly to help the players get match sharper. So hopefully, there will be a bit more match sharp when it comes to the second leg next week. So, yep, 2-0 down going into the second leg. But keep the faith, guys. I'm confident Hibs can turn this around. But if you have any thoughts, as I say, feel free to drop them in the comments section. That's it from me for the moment, guys. I will be back very shortly. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully, maybe see some of you guys later on. But if not, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening and weekend ahead. Take care, guys. All the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.